Goblin. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until we're settled in.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, not Goblin. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, not Goblin.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Cuter? Then I have massacre in there, bro. I had massacre in there. Something about massacring. Massacring shitballs or something. Oh, jeez.
No. Kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Natsuki? Motherfucker, what?
And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. There's a lot of poems or stories out there that are more than a few simple words. They can be funny, enduring, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that.
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert.
No, she's fucking not. I know what I read.
But you probably won't find much filler in her poems.
Bruh, her poem is a fucking filler.
They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
It could take me a while before I feel comfortable doing this again.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everything else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Why do I give her this ugly ass voice? I give her the ugliest voice. This is fucked up.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, let's... Oh my, this is longer. Okay. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction that the speckle protrudes. What the fuck does that even mean? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. Blind like a film left out in the sun. Oh my god, do you feel the meaning in that? Cause when when a projector is like in the sun, you can't see it, so it's like okay. But it's too late. My retinas. Fuck you. What does that say? Or what does that mean? Fuck you. And your cursive. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow, I feel it. I'm actually feeling it this time. Man, wow. Fuck Natsuki. This is a poem. This is a poem. Written by Morgan fucking Freeman himself. Morgan fucking Freeman. You understand that? I realize now that I wasn't looking in, but I was looking out. You know what that means? I don't fucking know. But I feel it.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been Putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, when performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
Ah, she's onto something.
Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today.
So fucking start doodling or some shit. We'll fucking slap some shit together.
Thanks for listening.
Alright? Fuck you. Let's leave Yudi for last. I feel like that's fair.
This is a good poem, not Goblin. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. She already fucking read it? Okay. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Nut Goblin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thinking of you.
Thanking you. Fuck you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Gentlemen, we'll see about that. Right. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Ooh. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. It's a secret, I trust you. See, come on. Why you gotta add two? It just stops the rhyme. It makes it stupid, you know? If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What a fucking way to end it. I want fucking breakfast. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah, especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. No, I don't. Alright. Yudi stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. Forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why'd you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice up? I'm sorry.
Yudi buries her face in her hands. I can help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in a new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds herself in a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiled dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself, it's kinda funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Dude, I can't fucking read that. I can't fucking read that. I cannot read that shit. Ghost under the light. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminating beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the last or test. The test of time. The last of time. Test of time. They both work. Fuck. Last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past, the light tickles. Oh, thickens? I thicken back. I can't read this shit. It flickens. Flickers. Yeah, I'm just act like I know what I read.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Her handwriting is too good, I can't read it. So basically, yeah, it's terrible. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. I don't even know what the poem said.
It wasn't too short?
It's never too short. What do you mean? Fucking shit.
I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into Ghost, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about Ghost at all. Not Goblin.
Really? I must totally miss the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thought, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to Ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, fucking shit. Finally, my fucking voice hurts from that. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Natsuki's got a dog shit poem. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh my god, that's fucked.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
She's making fun of her handwriting. She wrote that shit in German. Natsuki dismissively returns a poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. You're just cute.
It's also fucked.
Cute? You just completely missed symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You're just fucking roasting each other's poems.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Ooh.
I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Nut Goblin did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
She's trying to say it. No, don't say the word. It's gonna get racist. Oh, good.
And Nut Goblin liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Oh, Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Nut Goblin appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nut Goblin started showing up.
What the fuck?
Natsuki?
Natsuki, that's a little...
That's you!
You can't talk at the same time with two people.
I don't like fighting guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Nut Goblin, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writings more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all
convoluted
for no reason? The meaning should just jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Nut Goblin. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings that most effectively. Writing them is not only unnecessary and limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nut Goblin?
Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Ooh. I mean, I gotta go with Yuri, but I could not be a bitch. The fuck? My dog shit ass. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. And if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding me?
That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
I'm gonna say the N-word! Whoa, calm down, don't want to get racist. Natsuki clenches her cheeks. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant, only because she can't handle this pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now.
Ooh, that was racist. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash, right where it fucking belongs.
Natsuki?
She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright?
So embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it well, as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Nut Goblin. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, would never do anything so shameful. So,
what thing did Natsuki say?
well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright.
Well, mostly.
Not Goblin. How about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
Motherfucker, what?
And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better.
Think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Not Goblin. Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. Nut Goblin, it's nice that I get to spend the time with you in this club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Yes.
Every day's going to be so much fun.
I need to take a piss. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Being friends with everyone is nice, but doesn't it really need to stop here? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her. But it's easier to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh my god, thank you. Let me fucking piss. No, I'm not doing. No. I'm getting off. No. I'm done.